Despite still looking and feeling more like a tech lover's device, and the lack of a strong developer community, at launch the Gear S2 was by far Samsung's best smartwatch. It's still a solid option for Android users, but the Samsung Gear S3 definitely offers more. Update: the Samsung Gear S2 is still a fine choice if you're an Android user, but there are a few reasons that you may want to consider the Samsung Gear S3. The Gear S3 features a larger battery, has GPS built in and offers a bit more RAM than the Gear S2. If those features are crucial to you, you may want to redirect your attention to Samsung's newer wearable gear. Still, almost 3 years since its initial release, Samsung has released a large software update that overhauls its general user interface. You'll also find improvements to how it handles workouts on the screen, making information like heart rate and pace easier to parse at a glance while you're getting fit. Original review: in the past Samsung had a scattergun approach to wearable design, releasing numerous devices with varying form and functionality. It was great if you were looking for something different to the all too similar Android Wear devices, but with hindsight, Samsung's first attempts weren't very good. In the Gear S2, Samsung offered up a much more cohesive, well thought out approach. It's clear without even touching the second of 3 generations of the Gear watch, that the company practically went back to the drawing board to craft a wearable truly worth your attention. When looking at the Gear S2, it's obvious that Samsung has learned from its past successes and failures. It's much more wearable than their previous attempts, it looks good and it's comfortable. More importantly, the updated Tizen OS has been perfectly tailored to a smartwatch screen, with perhaps the best user interface I've seen on a smartwatch, making excellent use of the tactile rotating bezel. Tizen also, however, leads to one of the device's biggest downfalls: it remains an immature developer platform, and it still lacks apps. But for now, let's look at the positives. Unlike previous Samsung wearables, you don't need to be a Samsung phone user to use the Gear S2. The Gear S2 is compatible with most Android phones and iPhones too. You'll find exact device compatibility information further on in this review.